In 2010, a private equity firm took a minority stake in Armstrong World Industries. They identified tens of millions of dollars of savings opportunities, and their strategy to unlock those savings was by the rollout of Lean in the organization. The first 2 years, they focused on the manufacturing side of things and executed hundreds of Kaizen events at manufacturing locations around the world. I was invited to help at many of those events because of my prior experience with Lean that I had applied in my earlier parts of my career at Armstrong. Now, during that time, I worked for the global technology group that supported those manufacturing plants, and I had always wanted to roll out Lean to that group because I realized that there was huge opportunity that Lean would uncover. My prior managers never showed much of an interest, but always allowed me to do the work I was doing independently. In 2012, a new leader for global technology was installed, and he had a manufacturing background. Now, I had a number of managers in technology that really supported my efforts, and so two of them joined me in a meeting with the new vice president. And we convinced him that it would be of highest value to roll out Lean in our technology group. He wondered what our first recommendation would be, and we were ready for that question as we realized we should be strategic and therefore have a value stream mapping event first to identify the best opportunities and then go to the various tactical events that would help us unlock and improve our processes. Now, he was convinced, but he knew he had to convince his leadership team. So in April of that year, he invited me and, of course, the two other managers to the leadership team meeting, and I was supposed to present the argument for this value stream mapping event. But when I got there, the VP was selling the idea of the event to his leadership team and spent about 10 minutes explaining the value of it and why we should be doing the value stream mapping and why Lean was so important for our support organization. And then he handed over to me. And instead of presenting my arguments, the VP had already made them. So basically what I said was what he said. And the group kind of laughed. And then the VP asked, okay, but let's get into some specifics. What would you do, Adam? To that I replied, my approach would be to have a value stream mapping event, identify the strategic places where we could apply Lean to our processes, and then create a roadmap for our future success. Well, there was a lot of excitement in the room, and the team basically agreed that in the next month we would have a value stream mapping event with me as the lead facilitator. So for those next few weeks, with the help of others, we planned the event at an off-site location. We identified some of our customers, which were our manufacturing facilities, as well as some folks from our marketing team, which were customers of our new product development processes. On the very first day, 25 high-level leaders met at off-site in a hotel, and we started mapping out our current state of the two major value streams that had the most issues at the time. We identified many great opportunities, and by the end of that first day, everybody was extremely excited and headed off to dinner as a team. The VP held me over for a few minutes and said to me specifically, Adam, you're pretty good at this. How would you like to do this full time? To that, I immediately said yes. And he looked at me and said, well, you didn't really think about it, and I didn't really tell you how much I would pay you to do it. And I said, I trust you. I'm sure you'll do the right thing. And it's more important to do what you love than it is to worry about how much you're being paid. From that, we developed a great working relationship. And for the last 6 years of my corporate career, I was the Lean champion for our global technology group. Some of the amazing breakthroughs we made was the more than doubling of our product portfolio, as well as reducing the time from new idea to commercialization from 18 months to 10 months. In the end, doing what you love is always better than just worrying about what you're being paid.
I hope this story provided you with some inspiration to revisit your own processes. I have a lot more I'd like to share. Head over to pi-partners.com to learn how I can help. And check back from time to time for more Kaizen stories.